We want to get right over to CBS 2's Doug Williams. He is on the ground for us in Tel Aviv with the latest. Doug, we understand you have some new information this morning on the hospitals in Gaza that Palestinians say are being attacked by the Israelis. What can you tell us about that?
Yeah, Tim and Andrea, good morning. Good to be with you both. The IDF is said to be surrounding 3 of those hospitals in Gaza where they believe Hamas militants are using the hospitals as cover. They have told the director of Al-Shifa Hospital, that's the largest in Gaza, to evacuate its patients. That is not easy, borderline impossible. In addition to the IDF's claims that Hamas is inside, they believe Hamas may be holding hostages underneath. But the Hamas-run Gaza Minister of Health telling CBS News that they have no electricity in these hospitals, no food or water. They're completely isolated. They say fires from the attacks and the heavy fire they're taking are breaking out, and that the courtyards are too dangerous from sniper fire to bury the dead. The IDF telling us this morning that they have killed a Hamas leader who they say had held 1,000 Gazans hostage by remaining in a Gaza hospital himself. They say they found him underneath a school in those tunnels. So just to recap here, this may be the most complex moment in this ground invasion so far. Evacuating a hospital that is overrun, short on staff already, and supplies is next to impossible. But if Hamas is using it as cover, it'll continue to take heavy fire.
And from Gaza to where you are in Tel Aviv, Doug, I'm curious what it's like for the Israelis there as this all goes on. Are children going to school in Israel? Are businesses open? What is daily life like as this war rages on?
Yeah, Andrea, to be in a place like Tel Aviv in a war zone time is uniquely fascinating because life is normal but quieter. It's a beautiful and bustling city. It feels peaceful and removed from the violence until it doesn't. Air raid sirens have gone off less frequently since I've been here than they were previously. In fact, yesterday was the fewest air raid warnings that Tel Aviv has seen so far in this conflict. Finding shelter has become second nature for the people here, may already have been for folks and Israelis of a certain generation. It's been fascinating to talk to Israelis about the conflict, both what they're seeing at home and what they're seeing in the States. So at the risk of using a few conversations to summarize really how an entire country feels, the sentiments that I've heard so far are sort of that the atrocities of October 7th are still as fresh as the day after in everybody's minds. They are angry at Hamas, obviously, but also angry at their own leaders and government for allowing October 7th to happen. One Israeli used the term embarrassed when describing what was able to be done on that day, given their military capabilities here. And because Israeli citizens all serve their country, people are here. They may not be out, but they're here. And even those not actively serving are doing whatever they can to help. I've spoken to several Israeli Americans here about the growing number of pro-Palestinian demonstrations in the United States, including in New York back home. One telling me that the people at these demonstrations don't know the truth, and I'm quoting, don't know the truth, and I'm not sure it would matter if they did. It's not just that so many were personally affected by the attacks, but also that Israeli media shows images here from that day and from the attacks in the days that came after that are hard to see and hard to watch. And by the way, the same applies to the videos of Palestinian civilians arriving at hospitals since the war began and just trying to live their lives. But the frustration, as I understand it, that Israelis are voicing is that the attacks that caused all of this warranted a war, and that protesting the war is to protest what they see as a response to atrocities. So after I'm done talking to you guys later on in just a few minutes, our crew is heading a bit closer to Gaza to get a sense of how things look and feel there today. And I'll, of course, share my findings with you all tomorrow morning here on CBS 2.
Okay, thank you, Doug. Some important reporting there from Israel.